there will often be, it won't work if there are several things. First, a local team might decide that the dominant update URL is different from wiki.laptops.org.
Yes, they can specify that in the activity.
The second thing is that I don't want to first look up online, look up on the internet, because I want to first do the local lookup, which we know is fast. And then the slow lookup. Think about a large school behind a really slow, high latency, highly bandwidth constrained satellite, right? Just those lookups that we know are going to time out or fail are going to clog up the connection for against things that are valid, right? Because
you should have a web cache in that situation.
I'm sorry?
You should have a web cache in that situation. If you're behind a slow link, you should have a web cache, and you should serve responses from the web cache.
Yes, and you're assuming that HTTP is the only protocol we're going to use. And
yes, because every protocol I'm designing to use HTTP so that it is cacheable.
It was designed to put everything in the web.
It's not random chance that we're using HTTP.
If we play, okay, this is
it's
simple.
done that way by design.
And it's a good design, but it's good for some purposes. If we were trying to play these games with the Jabber protocol, we'd be in trouble.
Right, which is
because
why we're not.
Because the Jabber protocol knows how to do forwarding, but
Wait,
it's not.
do you have a use case for using a different protocol? I mean, HTTP works for this application
we are
now.
already doing this for Jabber.
Doing what for Jabber? Come on, explain to the people who are.
Name.
Explain. I don't think we need to shout at each other. But we can explain why you need to do the same thing on Jabber, which is the question that several people have been asking you.
Okay, I will say for all protocols other than HTTP, we are taking a saner approach, right?
We don't use any other protocols.
Yeah, but what are you talking about?
XMPP protocol. We are publishing a local name. We are saying presence. Yes?
Is anyone asking you to that? I mean, that's not that's
Okay.
it's completely different. That's not a global name that you're redirecting or proxying in any way, right? You're just publishing a local name. That's what that's
See,
for.
I'm unclear. You said you were actually using eJabber.
Yes. We have a myriad of strategies. We have several strategies for dealing with services that could be on the internet and could be local, right? For some services that are not HTTP and that we need to work both on the internet and off the internet, we are publishing just the local name via DNS. So the laptop just does a bare name lookup and it looks for presence, right? Or is it collaboration that it looks for? I can't remember, but we publish both. So we have local names. So if you're in the network that's run by a school server, you can ping school server, the bare name, not fully qualified domain name, and you can ping presence, and you can ping collaboration.
The laptop doesn't use any of those. It receives deployment time, or at registration time, it receives the URL of the Jabber server.
And it connects directly to that URL.
Yeah.
Okay.
It finds the school server by connecting to pre-specify
Who the hell
share any
connects
CAS
to that?
addresses.
It's only Jabber that connects to itself. There's the reason. If we take that out, network view breaks. If we take that out, the network view goes up in smoke. It's a fact. This is a fact. If I take it out of DNS, everything breaks.
Okay, that's cool.
I mean, all the Jabber collaboration stuff breaks. So something must be looking for this.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I thought it
I
was
have one question. I
intended.
mean, I think we're over time, but this is really good.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we're
we're
so
over
time, but I think we should keep going.
no,
We've been at this for so long.
It's very interesting.
I'd love to get closure on this one. Right? How
So
fast do we
I've got
anticipate?
a
Okay,
presentation
6
on
months, like,
network
so,
issues,
let me-
which is
can I just
relevant
check?
before we go too much further on this.
All right.
Yeah,
But we've also got some interesting talks about translation, which we're scheduled
Oh,
for
I
next.
see. So we're on the same agenda.
Yeah, I'm happy to shut up.
But
Who I think is on the phone?
We got further this
Already?
time than we did last time we tried, right?
Yes, so.
Martin,
So we're going to wrap.
one more
Thank
question.
you.
Who is on the
All right.
phone?
No?
Nobody?
I'm